Alright, here's the 2-inch MaxTrac rear coil leveling kit. 2020 Ram 1500 Night Edition. This is 4x4. Okay, so I'm driving home after installing those 2-inch rear MaxTrac drop coil springs. A little bit of highway, and I'm on some nice country roads with this nice fall leaves, as you can see. Pretty fun drive. Also, my windshield's tinted, in case you're wondering what it looks like with driving with a tinted windshield. It's 50%. And I actually really like it. It's the first car I've owned. I've driven cars with tinted windshields, but I never had one on a personal car. Even at night with the stock halogen headlights on country roads, it's not bad. Obviously, it's slightly, darker, but it cuts down on that 2-lane country road person coming at you with the high beams on, which I definitely am a fan with. My eyes are pretty sensitive to the light. But anyway, so back to the springs. They seem to ride pretty much like factory. I haven't really noticed a big difference yet. I'm sure they're still settling in also. Most new coil springs, especially lowering ones, once you put them on, they gotta settle a little bit. But pretty easy, straightforward installation. So I put it up on the hoist. There's a video, within this video that you see. Basically, disconnect sway bar bolts. There are basically 16 millimeter socket to loosen the bolts where they bolt into the frame. Took those out, took the shock bolts out with had a pull jack on both sides of the rear axle, and I just lowered it, both sides until it was low enough to basically pull a little more down on the axle once it's hanging loosely to get the stock coils out. And then the new ones pretty much just slide right in. You kind of got to carefully put them back in because the rubber mounts up top. It's a little looser until you get the axle pushed up enough, because they are shorter springs than the factory ones. But basically, swap them in, pull drag the axle back up till you can line up the bolts for the rear shocks, and then tighten the shocks down and tighten the sway bar links down. I didn't even take the wheels off. So it's pretty easy install. And visually, I think there's definitely a nice little difference in the stance. I don't plan on, off-roading this truck or anything. It's got more of a street truck vibe. 392 gears and all. Also got a muffler delete coming. Should be here tomorrow, so I'll get a video on that also. I didn't feel like taking it to the shop and getting cheap metal welded in, so I bought the stainless steel kit. So that's gonna sound really good. But I'm gonna get another video once I get home to see how it settles. See if it settled at all in that about 20 mile drive home from work. But I'm definitely liking the look of it. So I'll get to this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you would like. I'll get you some more videos. Okay, so I'm driving home after installing those 2-inch rear MaxTrac drop coil. Okay, driveway slope, but here it is. Might take a little longer for it to drop a little more depending on how the coil springs are set up, once they settle in. driveway slope, but they're definitely a slightly softer spring, I think, but gives it a nice little stance. Get some measurements too, just to verify.